I cannot tell you one event or one thing that happened to me in any of these trips that made it worthwhile. There are so many. And I thought about this question, and really, when I close my eyes and I think about the trips that I've taken, what I do is I see images and I hear sounds and I smell smells that are different, and they're from another country and another culture. And what I hope is that my students are also smelling those smells and hearing those sounds and seeing those images that we see, because what's ultimately going to happen is, like me in the future, they're going to close their eyes and they're going to see and hear and smell those very same things. And what that does to you in terms of being a person is it gives you, it enriches your life, it gives you a whole new kind of a world experience and a world view, that you can sit in a classroom and you can talk about globalization, you can talk about all the things that are so important and really are the drivers of the trips that we're taking, but the only way they can really know it is to go on a trip like this and experience it. And I do think that the students need to realize that, sure, they can go on a cruise, they can sign up and go on a Viking tour, but the kinds of experiences and the connections with the people and the places that we have are going to be extremely unique, and there's no way they could replicate these in a tour that they take, because we have connections and networks overseas that they would never have. For example, when we were in Turkey, we had dinner in people's homes, and we learned how to make Turkish coffee in their kitchens. So you just can't really experience things like that unless you really have those connections. It's been an invaluable investment in my professional life, my personal life, but also just overall looking at how it has created connections with students that I would not have had otherwise. Not only with students here, but also students abroad. I would say, don't miss out. This is an opportunity you will never, ever have again. As a student, as a young person, or even as a non-traditional student, the kinds of trips that we offer through the university programs are nothing like you're going to have in a for-profit kind of setup. Viking tours, I'm sure they're great, but these tours are going to be they're going to be rich in some ways that you would never have through a for-profit tour. And the ways that they're different are you will have personal relationships with local people, whether they are students, faculty, or just friends of students and faculty, because we have opportunities to meet with faculty and students that you would never have through those public tours. And we have fun and we work. So it's a working relationship, but it's also a very personal relationship.